Welcome to Kerry's kit shed, kit tent, kit van. Kerry's responsible for all sorts of things on Time Team, and one of the things we do get quite a few of, this is a fleece that he's modelling at the moment, looking rather attractive in it. We get a load of these in, and one of the things we've been talking about is if we can get some more stuff like this, we can probably do some sort of deal whereby we can get a good price for them. We've also got trowels and possible things like that we might be able to get a hold of, so we'll be talking to you about that on the next blog. One of the things I wanted to get you to talk about, Kerry, is that business of, we've been digging holes for like 3 days solid, 7, 8, 9, 10 holes on a nice piece of ancient monument like this, and it's kind of your job to stick it all back.
Yeah.
And how does that work, and what are the challenges of that? And you've done a few of them in your time, so.
Well, unfortunately this isn't the best example because with glorious sunshine, everything's dry. We haven't put up all the tents over the trenches, we haven't had to put up fines tents, we haven't had to put up shelters for camera crews. So this one going back is going to be quite easy. And the main thing to remember is the picture you've got when we first came here is what it's got to look like when I drive out the gate. I've got to walk around with the landowner. It doesn't matter whether it's a farmer or English heritage, it has to be to their satisfaction. So everything that you see that's out is packed up, cleared up, taken away, driven about 400 miles to the next site where we create the same mess. A week later we pack it up, tidy up, drive out, do the same again for the rest of the year.
Some of the things I think I wouldn't have wanted to tidy up after was we did the Queen's Gardens.
Yes. And
we did Westminster Abbey, so it wasn't like just a local landowner who was interested.
No, Westminster Abbey I think was the most challenging for me, not for the fact of actually doing it, but within 3 weeks afterwards it was the I think it was like the Garden of Remembrance for all those that were killed in Afghanistan and Iraq, so it was completely covered in small crosses and it went out to a worldwide audience. So if we'd have got it wrong and we've had it bad in the background, it wouldn't have done us any good whatsoever. So pressure wise, that's the ones to get absolutely spot on, and they're worth taking. We spent a few more days extra going out there, and there are some places where you need to.
And who's with you on those tidy up days? Because we all jump in the cars and go off at the end of today. You guys, who's left to give you a hand?
There's always myself, there's Ian Barkley, Little Ian Powelsend, Tracy, all the local diggers stay until we've got all the recording done, until we start backfilling. Oh, and sorry, Wessex. We got the fines and the recorder from Wessex here.
That's Naomi. And
Naomi. On this one it's Naomi and Simon. Yeah. Next week it's going to be Steve Thompson who's going to do it. So that's normally, probably when we sit down for lunch on a D-rig day, there's normally about 15, 16 of us.
And the moments I really hate is when I've driven off on the site and the following day I'm just recovering and you give me a phone call and you say, you'll never guess what.
Yes.
Because sometimes when you're tidying up trenches you actually find stuff.
It does happen, I'm afraid, and it's one of those things that it's a 3-day evaluation, and there are pressures, you know, to get things done, not only for the telly but to get the trenches finished so we can move on. And the D-rig day is there for finishing off and to make sure all the recording's done, and if that means just cleaning one section, can change everything completely, or you suddenly see just the edge of a gold bead or a coin, and it just changes the whole complexion of the site.
But this, you know, for the first shoot, we had good weather,
good archaeology.
no, you know, nothing, touch wood, has gone.
No, and you've got all the new people who started to do really well.
New people, very nice, new runners and everybody, so I think it's been a good one.
It has.
One of the things I sometimes forget with Kerry is that Kerry actually began as a very good archaeologist, and you know, of the people I would get to dig an important trench, Kerry digs very good archaeology and his sections are very good. Uncle Phil quite likes your section.
I just think, oh well, that's something to remember. I'll have that on the gravestone. Phil likes my sections.
Very good.
Gonna get a cup of tea now?
I think we should. Yeah.